Janae is joining us.
Okay. I think it's, does it feel warm in here, you guys? It might be heating up for hot yoga. We'll find out. I'll turn it off if it's
Can you see me, Tracy, enough? I'm gonna have to back it up more. Tracy, can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me though? Do I sound really far away? Okay. I'm gonna bring you closer. Okay, you might just not be able to see the top of my body if I stand up. Is that better? Okay.
Janae's going to wait like 2 or 3 more minutes and then sneak in and join us. Just in case other people are going to show up. We'll start. Tracy and Janelle. Hi. Hi, everybody. Thank you for waiting with us and for us. Is that the mic?
Yeah.
Should we hold it like this while we're going
Sure,
back and
just
forth?
set it on your knee.
Because we're going to kind of go back and forth. Okay. So what are we doing here? Why are we here? Well, we're gonna tell you. I'm sure you guys saw something that interested you, and you're like, oh, I want to know more about that. So we want to give you 3 tools today to take home with you, and we want you to get a lot out of this workshop today, but we also want to tell you about the 21-day workshop that we're doing, which is kind of a big commitment because it's 21 days. So that's why we're here, and we're like, let's give everybody something of value. So I've been health coaching for a while, maybe a little over a year, and I've been only doing one-on-one sessions. And it's expensive to health coach with me. It's like $600-something for 5 sessions. And people do it, and they get great benefit from it, but a lot of people can't afford that. And I've been wanting for a long time to do like a group health coaching thing. And we were talking about this, and Katrina was like, well, I've been wanting to do this like group 21-day thing. So we wanted to combine this program and do 3 parts that are also one. So you could kind of pick and choose, you know, which parts you want to take part in, or you like most or need most. And so we're going to go through each of the 3 parts with you today and tell you more about it and take you through it. Do you want to add more to why we do this? Why we did this?
So in yoga, we do 21-day and 40-day, we call them sadhanas, which are practices. So for me, I've been doing these 21-day sadhanas for many years now, and it's just kind of intuitively what comes up, and whether it's going to be a meditation or some sort of practice. And I've found so much benefit in doing that because it's really allowed me to kind of rewire some brain stuff and rewire some habits. And so that's why I was really excited about doing this 21-day thing, because we're a yoga studio, and in the tradition of yoga, this is something that they do often. Mm-hmm. And so my piece is going to be a movement piece and a meditation piece. And we'll be starting really early in the morning, which is amazing, because it's going to be a challenge for me too, to get up and be there on time and be able to facilitate this for you guys. So it's going to be awesome to be in the challenge with you. Mm-hmm. And, in yoga, the asana part is to get ourselves prepared for meditation. So we'll do the asana first, and then we'll we'll do the meditation after. So this is the traditional way that yoga is done. And so we'll really dive into that rhythm and the tradition of what yoga really is. So I'm really excited to share with you these things, and it's going to be virtual, so you can do it from home. And that's another stretch for me too, and challenge for me to facilitate something online. So that's kind of my piece.
Mm-hmm. And also the group accountability is real. So you get to know your group. You guys cheer each other on. For 21 days, we won't be meeting every day. There's set meetings. You might have seen the times and days of the meetings. But we're asking you to carry out what we're giving you for 21 days, right? The habits you're creating. So when you don't go to the morning meditations and movement sessions with Katrina, we're hoping you do them on your own. And they're short. They're like 30 to 45 minutes. And you'll have the recordings from Katrina's sessions to do on your own. And what you're going to learn with me is some really specific ways to change your habits slowly. We're not doing a cleanse. We're not doing a crash diet or a fad diet. We're learning about how the body works and how habits are formed, and how to unlearn habits and how to relearn the habits that we want. We're learning about how to lose weight, how inflammation works and why there's so much inflammation, why disease is created, and why it's so prevalent in the US right now and not a lot of other countries. And we are going to learn about sleep and why it's so important, how to optimize our sleep. And so it's 6 classes, and so in the 21 days, we're gonna go through the 6 classes together, and then everything will be recorded and you'll get access to it at the end too. But during that 21 days, we are gonna take 10 days where I'm gonna introduce to you the Eat Real Food way. And we're all gonna go for 10 days, and we'll have recipes, and we'll be totally set to do this together. And we'll have a class in the middle of it, but we'll have accountability with each other in the middle of it. So we'll be group chatting. We'll figure out whether we do that, in WhatsApp or Messenger or a text or whatever is best for everybody, so that we can ask questions, or people can say, oh my gosh, I'm having so much trouble with this today. Who has, help for blah, blah, blah. Or Shauna, what do I do with this? And so we'll get there in between and be able to support each other. And that will happen with the 2 programs that Katrina is doing as well. It's like, okay guys, see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Okay, I really don't know if I can get up that early. You guys motivate me. It's this accountability that we all get when we get together. And that's part of the beauty of doing this program together and the 21 days together.
So the functional movement will start at 6:30 a.m. and we'll be meeting Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 a.m. It will be recorded, and you don't have to do the live session, but it's preferable that you do, because again, that group energy and the coming together and the accountability. And then right after that, so it'll be 6:30 to 7:15, and then at 7:15 the meditation starts. So whoever is just going to do the movement, you sign off, and then the meditation begins right after that. And that's from 7:15 to 7:45. So we'll be doing 45 minutes movement, 30 minutes of meditation, breath work, and Kriya. And it's all going to be intro level stuff. And the movement piece I'm really excited about, because we're going to kind of climb the mountain together. And we'll be doing some of the Pilates-ish stuff that I teach on Tuesdays, well now just Thursdays. We'll be doing some restorative practices. We'll be doing just some regular hatha practices. It'll be a blend of a lot of what I teach all the time. So it'll be fun to kind of get, the variety of what there is in the practice. And then you'll have those recordings as well to do whenever you want. And then, we ask that you stay on course with us and do it every day if you can. And of course, if you miss a day, it's not like, we want you to beat yourself up, because this isn't how that, helps us progress. It's just like, okay, tomorrow I get back on track. Mm-hmm. and we just, aim for the 21 days in togetherness in our movement and meditation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we promise, if you do all 3 of these programs, or just 1 or just 2, you'll see a change in yourself within that 21 days, but definitely at the end of it. Some people start seeing the change after a few days or a week. It just depends on how much of it you do, how committed you are, but each program is set up to give you a change in yourself, to see that positive change. It doesn't happen after one class. It takes a few. So should we go over what we're going to do today for the next little bit? Okay. So, well, why don't you talk about what you're going to do first, and then I'll talk about what I'm going to do.
So I'm going to do like 20 minutes of movement. So that's why we're on the mats, and it's not going to be anything crazy, but we're just going to do a little movement, and then we're going to roll right into some meditation. And then we're going to take a pause, we're going to take a bio break, and then Shauna will come in.
And I'm going to come in with food. And that's why I was late, because I was getting all my food packaged up and had to get some of it prepared. So while you guys are doing movement and meditation, I'm going to hop out and I'm going to print all my recipes for you. And I'm going to cut everything up and get all the plates and everything ready. And we're going to sample all the food, and I'm going to talk about the food and why it's really specific and why I brought this food and what other foods you're going to be learning about in the group health coaching, and what it means to be anti-inflammatory and how delicious it can be. And it can fit into almost any diet. If you're vegan, if you're keto, if you're gluten-free, dairy-free. I think what I find a lot is most of my coaching clients, especially if they're trying to lose weight, they're not actually eating enough food. And so I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk to you about protein and why protein is super important. So that will come at the end. We'll take a break. We'll eat last. And then for those folks at home, you're welcome to stay on the virtual while we're doing the food part, and I'm going to email you the recipes. I do think Jonelle might pop in person at the end, because she was going to join in person. She's like, I might not make it. I was like, well, we're going to eat at the end. Do you want to come for that? So we might have another person pop in. Does anyone have any questions about how this is going to flow for the next hour and a half? Yeah, and then if there's questions at the end, we have time built in for questions. There is a hot class at 6:30, so we can always kind of move out in the lobby if questions keep going. Yeah.
I have a question. You said early on that there's something going on in the U.S. that is not in the other countries.
Yeah.
Did you say stress?
Disease.
Disease.
Why
Okay.
disease
I
is
didn't
so
know
much
what
more
was-
prevalent.
Okay.
Dis-ease. Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to hand this over to you. We're also recording this. That's what this little mic device is. So you all will have access to this recording. Even if you don't do the 21-day program, you'll get the 20 minutes of functional movement to use forever and the 20 minutes of meditation to use forever. It's yours. And then we'll do some stuff. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Do you need anything from me?
I don't think so. Maybe if you can hit the lights.
Okay.
All right, well, let's get started. Let's find our blanket kind of in the back to middle of the mat. And then we're going to bring our bolster in front of us.
Should I leave this one on, or?
No, turn it all off. Yeah, that's great. We'll get cozy.
So when you guys come out for a break, that'll be nice to know that.
Yeah. And then we could even bring the blocks underneath the bolster if we want. So there's options. We have the bolster, we have the blocks, we can have no blocks or bolster. We're going to come into a child's pose. So sit the hips back onto the heels. Bring one cheek to the mat or the bolster. And just close our eyes here for a moment. Just begin to tune in to our bodies. Feel our breath. Feel our body. We'll start to take some longer, deeper breath in and out through our nose. And as we pause here, just imagine ourselves as a seed filled with possibility. Doing this 21-day reset in the beginning of a new year makes life more intentional. What seeds are we planting this year? Deep inhale, exhale through the nose. And turn our cheek the other way if it's on the side. And begin to find slow, long, deep breath in and out through the nose. And notice where our body may feel some tension, some stickiness, some stress. And take a deep inhale through our nose, deep exhale through our mouth as a big sigh. Letting ourselves sink into this moment here. It's these moments that we start to slow down and become the witness. We're able to tap into presence. And let those seeds be planted in what we want to create, what the possibilities are for us this year. And we'll slowly push up. Find all fours. Let's move the bolster. Keep the blocks underneath our hands. And we'll start to move through some cat-cow. Inhale, chin and heart reach forward, shoulders away from our ears. Exhale, chin towards our chest. Press into our hands, reach our spine up. And begin to move slowly, elongating through our spine, finding all those places within us that are ready to be accessed, to have breath and awareness and life move into them. Next time we inhale, come into a neutral spine. And just shag our tail from side to side. Wag it, not shag it. Just side to side with the tail. And then start to make circles with the tailbone, as if we're drawing a circle behind us in one direction. And then the other. Stay with the breath, long, slow, deep breath in and out through our nose. And then come back to neutral. Walk the blocks a little bit forward. And then place the forearms on the blocks and sit back into a child's pose again. Palms come to touch, and then bend at the elbows, let the thumbs come to the back of the neck. Let the heart droop down towards the ground. Find that opening in the triceps, in the shoulders. Slow, long, deep breath. Inhale, fingertips reach forward towards the top of the mat. And then sit the hips back just a little bit more. Let the forehead fall down. Maybe it touches the ground, maybe not. And breathe. As we inhale, slowly shift forward, come back up, find hands and knees. Move the blocks off to the side. And then we'll sit onto our bum. So bring the blanket off to the side, sit onto our back, onto our bum. Hands come behind us. Flex the toes up to the sky, heels are wide as the mat. Tall spine here. Inhale. On the exhale, drop the knees to the right. Inhale to center, exhale to the left. Just this gentle windshield wipering with the legs. And find the range of motion in our hips. So one hip is externally rotating, the other internal. And close the eyes, go into that space where we can notice our low back, our side body. Feel where our body starts to get tense or tight as we move. And next time our legs move over to the right, pause there. Inhale, the left arm reaches up and over, gaze over our right shoulder. Exhale, left hand swoops down, reach it behind us. Inhale, knees up to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, right arm reaches up and over. Gaze over the left shoulder. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, knees move up. And just flow from side to side here, finding our range. We add that twist all the way up to the cervical spine, looking over our shoulder. And we may be scooting forward on our mat, that's okay. Close the eyes for these next couple rounds and see if we can really notice these parts within our body where we come up to some tension, some tightness, some sensation. And next time we find our way over to the right, pause. Reach, come down onto our right elbow. Left leg reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Inhale, reach the fingertips away from the heel. On the exhale, bring the left elbow in towards our body. Right, left knee comes in as well. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, elbow towards hip, knee towards face. Keep going. Breathe, extend and contract, creating length and strength. One more here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw it in and pause. Left arm reaches out, gaze past our left hand, and then extend our left leg. Whoo. Anyone feeling that? Bend both, bring it back. Slowly press ourselves up and over to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, drop it to the left. Right arm reaches up. Come down onto our left elbow. Right hand reaches away from our right heel, straightening through the right leg. And then exhale, elbow in, knee in, cross body. Flow at our own pace. Notice if this side may feel a little more challenging or easeful. Strengthening the obliques, the hips, finding that extension in the hip flexors. Next inhale, we reach. On the exhale, we pause. Extend the right arm out, gaze over towards the right thumb, and then the right leg straightens. Ta-da! And then bring it back slowly. Press ourselves up. Come back to center. Bring the feet hip distance apart. Wrap our hands around our legs. Drop our chin towards our chest. Forehead reaches down to the ground. Deep breath. In and out through our nose. Scoot our butt forward so our bum is kind of in the middle of the mat, and then roll ourselves onto our backs. Once we arrive, let the legs stretch out long, arms next to our sides, palms up. Breathe deep here. And then take our arms in a V above our head. And our legs a little wider, so we're kind of in a starfish. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, draw our left knee in towards our right shoulder. Right hand is going to reach past our left leg, the outer edge of our left leg. And then we're going to lift our torso up. Inhale, leg and arm come back to the ground. Exhale, left knee comes in, right arm reaches forward, cross body. Inhale, come back to the mat. Exhale, cross body, knee in, arm reaches. For the last couple here, if we want to add a little more, we can keep the left leg straight. Inhale, reach it down. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, come back to starfish and let it all go. Let the body fully relax here. Inhale through our nose, exhale through our mouth, big sigh. See if we can fully surrender all the effort. Deep in the breath. And then inhale with intention. Exhale, right knee comes in towards our left shoulder. Left hand reaches up, torso comes up. Inhale, come back to the mat. Exhale, cross body reach. Inhale, back. Exhale, cross body reach. Getting into the deepest parts of our abdominals here. Maybe the last two with the legs straight. Maybe not. The next time we come down, let it all go. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Big sigh. Just feel ourselves on the ground. Full breath in and out. Take an inhale, reach the fingertips away from the toes, and then exhale, draw the knees in towards our chest. Give ourselves a big hug. A little rock from side to side. And setting our feet on the mat. Arms next to our sides, palms down. Walk our shoulder blades into place. So we're opening up through the heart here. Moving into bridge as we inhale, press into our feet, lift our hips high, gaze down our belly, tuck our chin slightly, engage the inner thighs so the legs are in line with the hips. On our exhale, roll one vertebra at a time, tailbone touching last. Inhale, press up, find bridge. Exhale, roll down slowly. Take our time. Next time we press up, pause. Maybe the arms can reach up to the sky and then over our head. And we can press up a little higher. And then inhale, arms reach up to the sky and come down next to our sides. Press into our hands, lift our hips a tad bit higher, and then exhale, roll one vertebra at a time, tailbone touching last. And let it go. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, big sigh. Legs to hover over our hips, arms to hover over our shoulders. Shake it out, shake it all. Shake the legs, the arms, shake it up. Supta Tejas. Get all the cells moving in the legs and the arms. Get the blood flowing. Recalibrate. Realign, reassess, reset. Keep going. A little harder, a little faster. And then drop it down, legs down, arms down, release, and just feel that beautiful tingle. Deep breath, feel the energy of the body. And arms reach above our head, toes away from the fingertips, reach, 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 and exhale, knees in towards our chest. Give ourselves a big hug. A little rock from side to side. And then either press on, come onto one side and press up, or roll up, coming into boat. So find our sit bones. Feet can be grounded, hands on the knees. Hands can be lifted, feet can be lifted. Many options here. Tall spine isn't the option. Keep that spine nice and tall. Breathe deep. Maybe we serve a platter over to one side. Maybe we serve the platter over to the other side. Stay with the breath. What platter are we serving today? Kindness, forgiveness, charcuterie. Come back to center, arms reach up. And exhale, bring it down. Let it go. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let the breath be more natural. And just let our body realign, reset, settle here. Feel the beating of our heart. You know, it's really important that we get our blood flowing every single day. Another reason why I'm really excited to do this program is to start our day with movement. Get the blood flowing, set up our day from this place of awareness, of consciousness. Let the jaw relax in the face, shoulders, the legs. And take a deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth as a big sigh. Start to wiggle toes and fingers. And we'll roll onto our right side into the fetal position. And pause for a moment, bringing gratitude into our day. What is it just in the last several hours that we experience that we can be grateful for? Shout it out. Airplanes. Anyone? Anyone? We'll slowly press ourselves up. We'll find a comfortable seat. So I like to prop my hips up on the bolster and have a blanket under my legs. Whatever suits you. To be seated here for a few minutes. We'll find a tall spine. We'll close our eyes and stay in this inner space. And just start to bring our awareness to our breath. And see if we can lengthen our inhale and our exhale here. We have 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day, and 40,000 are repetitive. So if we're not consciously, daily finding a way to train our brain is ruling our lives. And it's not like we're going to stop the thoughts. The thoughts are there. This is the myth about meditation, that the thoughts are going to stop. They're not. But we're going to find a little space from them, and we're going to start to witness them and observe them. And what we want to change, we can. We can see what kind of thoughts are running our lives. And if it's not conducive, if it's not benefiting us, we can change that. So just deep breath here, in and out through the nose. And we'll start adding in Ujjayi breath. It's a slight constriction in the back of the throat, making the sound like the ocean. So we'll take an inhale, and the exhale, open the mouth like we're fogging up a mirror. Close the mouth, inhale. See if we can feel that feeling in the back of the throat. Exhale, open the mouth like we're fogging a mirror. Inhale, close the mouth. Feel that sensation in the back of the throat. Exhale, mouth closed this time like we're fogging the mirror. This is our Ujjayi breath. It has a sensation, it has a sound, it has a specific feeling. So get in tune with that feeling and see if we can follow this breath in and out, creating just that little space from the incessant thoughts. In yoga, we call it chitta vritta, the monkey mind, the mind stuff. Slow inhale, slow exhale, Ujjayi breath. And as we breathe here, we're going to start to bring in some intention. So have some intentionality in the mind. And let's return to this idea of planting seeds now for our year to come. So what is it that we want to plant in this moment that will help us and carry us into our desires, into our dreams? I really like to focus on how I want to feel. You know, we tend to think, what do I want? But it's really, how do I want to feel with the things that I want? So just plant some of those seeds now. This is such a beautiful time, the ripeness of the new year. To really begin to make lasting shifts and changes in our lives. Slow inhale, slow exhale, Ujjayi breath. planting seeds within us. And these seeds are full of possibility, and the outcome isn't going to be the way that we think it's going to be. And so we open ourselves up to letting go of the attachment to the outcome, and just planting the seeds and allowing the possibility to be birthed within us. When the mind begins to wander, bring the focus back to the breath, back to these intentional plantings that we're doing. See when the mind starts to run off with the thought, and bring the focus back. Our meditation practice is this opportunity to have a little peace in our lives. And the more opportunities we take to have more peace, that stillness, really tapping into that place within that is a well of stillness, the more our life shows up in that way. And we'll take a deep inhale through the nose, deep exhale through the mouth. Make a big sigh. And bring hands to heart, palms to touch. And just witness the palms touching each other. Witness where we're seated. If we can feel air on our skin. Whatever sensations or awarenesses arise here. And we'll close out our practice with one round of Om together. You're welcome to join or just listen. We'll take a deep collective inhale and exhale Om. Thank you for coming together with us tonight. Namaste. So just take your time coming out of this. There's no rush. We're going to take a little bit of a break before Shauna comes in with the foods. But just stay inward a little bit here before we start mingling. And just kind of notice how you feel. There's one snack option up there now, if anybody's ready. It's really good. I just ate one. It's like a cookie. It's a cookie. Mm-hmm. They're a little different. Mm-hmm. I think. I know. So she's gonna come in and talk to you all. Yes, I was just moving my mat. I brought the plates. I'm gonna pass this off to you.
Do we still have people at home? Okay. This will be the back, so we'll kind of turn it around.
There's the procession of the food.
Uh-huh. Let's move it back a little bit more. Oop, thank you. Okay, I actually have a couple more things to grab. I'll be right back. Do you want to go get the protein things? I told my mom you were coming. If she doesn't answer, she's deaf. Just go in. I'll give you the key. It should be open, but here's the key just in case. Thank you. Might need more plates.